this is the entire song of Hey Joe. This is how I play it. There's different ways to play it. If you want to look them up, fine, be my guest. All the song consists of is an intro, verses, a solo, and another couple of verses, and the song ends. It's not really that complex. There's a lot of different ways to play the rhythm. In fact, no, there's infinite ways. I'm going to show you a couple versions that I know. And then I'm going to show you where to solo, and I'm also going to play the intro. First, though, I'm going to play all of it, normal speed, and then I'll slow it down and explain it. That's pretty much the song. Then you just do the verse again. I'm going to start off, teach you the intro, and then I'll do, and by the way, I don't remember if I mentioned this, but each time I did the rhythm thing, I did a slightly different version. You probably noticed, but okay. So here's the intro. It starts off 3rd fret on the D string, open on the E. And slide up to the 5th fret. Then you play the 3rd string on the open E, and so. Then you go to 4th fret on the G, and you play the open B also. And you slide down to the 2nd fret, so that's. Then you play open G, and a 2nd on the D. And then what I do is I just do a little chop thing, where all the strings are muted, except I put my 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and that rings out. So. Then you go to the A and the D string on the 4th fret, and you slide up to the 5th fret twice. Then you go to the 4th fret on the A and the D. So, and then you go to 2nd on the A and the D. So, then you slide up to the 2nd fret all the way up there. Yeah. 7th fret, and you do the 7 hammer on 9 on the D string. Then you hit the G and the D on the 7th fret twice, and then you just do the hammer up. Slide down. Okay, so now that was the intro. Still time. So now I'm going to do quick. This is the first version of the verse I did, and you can either choose to play every time a different version of the rhythm, or you can just stick with one the whole time. The first 2 I did were open chords. The next 2 were bar chords. Depending on how advanced you are, you might want to just stick to the open chords. I know I did for a very long time, and then I just one day when I was more advanced, I started playing with bar chords. So, you are going to want to write this down, by the way, because you'll forget. I'll forget something. The chord sequence is C, G, C, G, D, A, E. So C, G, D, A, E. Then the lick at the end, or whatever you want to do. I always forgot that. It was ridiculous. I hated myself for it. So the first version I did was this. Now all that is this. Then it's second on the A string, open on the D. You have to lift off your ring finger. And if you don't know the fingerings to those chords, I'm not explaining them. Look them up. You look them up. You're going to need to know those if you want to get farther in your musical careers or whatever. So yeah. And then the second version I did is practically identical, except at the end the lick, instead of doing this, was it's a little deeper. It's more based around the E string. They're both based off the minor pentatonic scale, which is also used to solo, which I'll get into later. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I'll continue in another lesson. That's all you really need to do. And during the solo, you just keep on doing this. Except slower. But I mean, you could play the whole song just with these 5 chords. And, well, you don't really have to do the intro. You can play along with the CD. That's the only thing and you don't even have to do the lick either. You don't have to do the lick. You can learn the whole song that way. The next video will be a little more advanced, more improvisation, whatever, and there's bar chords, which gives you a little more freedom around the fretboard. Okay, enjoy. If you want to learn more, then there's another lesson. If not, you can just stick with this one.